In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlong and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The cam wants you up on deck. Hear them gulls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in. Source in a city like Sicil, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicil. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy. Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What, did you expect it to have an entourage?
Believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues of all things. Riverlong is no stranger to the supernatural. He might well have flown into the sunset and looked down at us cynics, laughing.
Will be easy to crush.
As you say, Conduit.
Arise, fair dead! Seize upon our enemies!
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside? Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking? Indeed. For all we know, these dark-dealing thieves may be involved with Councillor Jake's murder.
Careful, there's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
This seems to be broken. I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. What's this? I found something. This seems to be broken. Made short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long. This seems to be broken.
spotted something. I've spotted something. I hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner. I feel uneasy here. I'd better keep my weapon at the ready.
My robes are soaked! You'd better hope there's no hint of a flame in this place. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. No one can get in here but us and the boss. You don't know that! Those cultists have been poking about for days.
find something better.
This seems to be broken.
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead? A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it? In life, I toil to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy. Strange indeed, robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. The bloodstone, deliver. I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust. Run if you like, defiler. Whichever way you take,
This game. You are well within my reach now. Can someone leave another door open?
death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Here lies Master Ragequin's first apprentice, killed by a falling corpse.
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Seal. We're Legionnaires, of course. On the lookout for orcs, for they be attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we're...
Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old chum?
Just pipe down, will you, Bibius? Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that, for that is what we do. Watch over the local dogs that ever so often aim for one another's throat, and separate them to keep the peace. Separate by the sword, that is.
Best way to calm a wily dog is to neuter it. Ha! Spay for pay, Legion's motto.
Just put a sock in it, will you, Bibius?
Ever kept the watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff. Boredom's a demon buddy, and booze is the demon hunter. There. I do declare it's time for this hunter to take another shot. Huzzah! So, you're sorcerers, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend, So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a 2-bedroom birdcage. They don't prove a thing.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as...
Excuse me? I'm not going to be pushed around by 2 inebriates. I say we sober them up, and quickly, too. You'd let these lowly grunts order us around? I thought you had more pride than that.
No, we'll do as I say, and there's an end to it.
Captain, come along. We're not...
your soul. They fall. I like this game. The unending darkness.
Seven, aid me!
Had a human commander.
Traitor.
How very
Where are
curious.
Bibius and Junius?
On the men!
Hail, Source Hunter. Why, I don't think I could ask for a more welcome sight on these cursed beaches. The Legion welcomes you. Oh, I'm not so different from any other soldier you'll meet round these parts. We've all lost more comrades here in Sicil than most do in an entire military career. It's these orcs. Now that they have bees in their bonnets about God only knows, that rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbour to the west of here. They may need help. I would go myself, but we legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our posts. Never know when another one of these little raiders might sidle up the beach. Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs? It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Could you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Sicil?
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city. So you were, and so you were. There we are. Meet my other half, hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with... So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of counselor. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all. Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a... So there are. Or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed. But she seems a likely candidate, to be sure. But that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow. A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like... And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand. Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years, the Legion did a good job keeping them at bay. But I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane. Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs. We've cordoned off the western beach where most orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech. Perhaps to be out in the night. To stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as you... But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. Once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of... And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere...
Sects, undead...
How about we go see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
Sai seal? Nah. Of all the...
Moo-wee!
A source hunter? I thought you lot had burnt the last of those nutty sorcerers by now.
Shores? Here? In Sai seal? Ah, who knows if it's even over for sure? Those damn orcs keep sending us these
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicil? Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds, launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. I'll tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that would be... Name's Conrad, cargo trader, sea captain, an expert in all things nautical. Folks across Andervale know to give old Conrad a holler when it comes to...
Blasted orcs have learned how to play with fire.
Fancy a sip, skipper? You'll deserve a drink after handling them orcs.
These gates are to remain closed at all times. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognise you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation? You can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the Orcs did on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus something fierce. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left-field Orc attacks long enough for reinforcements to arrive. I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'll bring some backup if I were you. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out? Thank you for heeding my words of warning, Hunter. Sicil needs you a...
and gamble. That's all we do around here.
Murder within the walls, undead outside the walls, and here we legionnaires.
Honor to meet you. I wish I was a source hunter. They